What's going on, everybody? You guys know who this is. I'm always coming at you guys with some good guests, some good stories, and a damn good podcast. My name is DJ Rick, and I'm the owner and founder of National Sex Day. We are the largest and the biggest adult holiday on calendar. The date is June 9th, which is the 6th month, the ninth day, holiday 69. Doesn't get any better than that, people. I'm telling you, it does not. We also own Anal Sex Day, Oral Sex Day, Swingers Day, and also National Strippers Day. Go to sexdays.org. You'll see everything there. Check us out here on Twitter, XBiz TV, and our YouTube channel. I'm here to tell everybody out there that this is an incredible year. We're doing good with our show. We're getting a lot of people to follow us. We're getting out more in places like FedCon and also Exotica. And yours truly, DJ Rick, with 10 years of broadcast and a broadcast degree from college, has been nominated for the ASN Awards Best DJ. I am in the top 8 category of finalists. So you know what? Either I'm going to be a finalist or I'm going to be a winner. Plain and simple. I couldn't do it without the help and the sacrifice and the work of all of our family, friends, and all the people who tuned in and checked out what we've done. So keep on doing what you do, keep listening, and being a strong audience. And you know what? I got a surprise for you. For like the first time this year, I have not one but two on the same show, and it kind of scares the hell out of me because I'm outnumbered. I really am. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn over to my best and better looking co host. They're going to introduce themselves and tell you what they do. Start with my good friend, Nia. How the hell are you?
Oh my God, a little overwhelmed. So hi guys, I'm Nia Nebula. I am a touring international feature stage performer. I just competed in Janine Jericho's Clash of the Titans this weekend in Denver, Colorado, and I won,
And she
which
won.
is
I saw
which
the
is
picture.
honestly still a very unbelievable experience to have to like go through. Sometimes like you can achieve things and still not believe that you did them, and I'm still going through the process that we're here on the other side. And
I'm,
this
I'm,
is my
It was a tough
It was a
competition.
very tough
The first
competition.
place was actually tied, and we had to go to a judge's poll of who was going to take first place.
okay. That's great advice from unsolicited guests who I didn't have the opportunity to get the proper introduction from. But you know what? Nia told me you were going to take charge anyway, so I was kind of expecting that. What's your name, sweetheart, and tell them what you do.
I'm Janine Jericho. I'm an international feature entertainer as well. And I also am the contest owner and promoter for Clash of the Titans All Stars. And I'm also a mentor, and I have an online program on how to be a sustainable and successful feature entertainer.
In other words, she's a badass and I can't jack with her. That's why we're doing this via Zoom because that sarcasm I gave her, she'd be kicking my ass right about now. But I know that. That's why I'm in the comfort of my home in Texas where it's safe here. But she's going to owe me butt kicking when she sees me later on this year, I bet. So it's good
You
to
might
have
just
you on
like
the show.
it.
Pardon me?
You might just like it.
Oh, you know what? I am a Virgo. You got that right. I might like a lot of things. From now on, your name is Yes, ma'am. How about that?
Oh, I like that.
Hmm.
I love it. I
I
love it.
knew how to recover
I
from
knew
that
it.
afterwards.
You knew.
Oh, yeah. If you get a hoop, I might just jump through it. You never know. But that'll be another program, though.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, yes. I'm loving this segment. So, first and foremost, again, congratulations to both of you, one being the owner, one being the winner. And the thing is, what you ladies are doing, it's kind of it's got more attention now than it has before. You know, adult entertainment's always been kind of handed a bad hand. Let's be honest, it does. But now it's being more accepted and doing the stuff that you do. More people are wanting to do it. So explain what it is that you do. And of course, you already said you won. So how many people were there in this particular contest?
Well, we had almost 30 feature acts altogether. I believe it was about 28 feature acts altogether. And like feature acts and with my Clash of the Titans contest which makes it so different from every other contest out there. It's
Hmm.
the first of its kind where I bring all women of all genres of our industry together to compete under one roof and one event. So I have adult film stars, I have the showgirls, I have burlesque performers, I have novelty acts like duos and little people and fire performers. And everybody comes together and battles it out like a battle of champions style competition.
See, that right there, it speaks so much volume. Everybody thinks, oh God, it's about sex and it's about screwing and it's about everybody getting naked and this big ass orgy. And this is a competition. And people don't
Well, there
understand.
was a fish orgy on stage.
There was a fish orgy, and we were both involved.
Yes, I was Sebastian.
Okay, hold on, back. A fish orgy.
Yeah, a friend of ours, Justice. She's the most decorated feature entertainer in the world. She has a Little Mermaid show. And for her grand finale, she brings up, all the under the sea creatures and we
With
have
strap-ons.
with strap-ons and our costumes and we go under the sea where it's wetter and better.
Well, I'm a
So
fan of shark.
it'll either disturb you or you'll really like it.
I'm a fan of Shark Week, so watch out. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm sorry. A picture. You got to send me some pictures and some video. I got to blow this up, people, just so the general public knows that it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of competition, like you said, Shark Week and stuff, and the fish orgy. That, in my opinion, is like going to be one of the things they're talking about in 2025, if not beyond that. So, man, let's keep that going, energy going there. Is it going to be in one specific place, or do you tour in different places, like Nia, going from place to perform?
well, for my feature bookings, yes, I tour week to week and perform, but the Clash of the Titans, it went from being an annual event at Candy's Adult Playground in Erie, Pennsylvania in September to now being twice a year where this is the first time I had it in Denver. So this year I had it at Platinum 84 in Denver, Colorado, and then in September we'll be back at Candy's Adult Playground. And then there might be a third grand finale where all of the top winners from the previous contests duke it out. So we're negotiating that and seeing if we're going to make that work.
I'm loving it. See, Nia, you hooked me up with the right people, as you always do. You knew we had to speak. I swear, your timing
You're
is great.
welcome.
She's good at picking it up.
She won't even let me get it out of my mouth. She's like, "Yep, you're welcome." And gee, thank you.
Is anything else new here?
Not between us, but the audience doesn't know that, but they're slowly figuring it out on this segment. That's all right.
Well, I mean, is it one finger? Is it two?
Yeah,
You're not going to find out through a screen.
Whoa. Oh, just had that rubber glove. Just
Oh my
had that rubber
gosh.
glove exam by the
Is it
military
one
recently.
finger?
That's scaring
Oh.
the hell out of me now. So, okay. Anyway, now back. Okay, Nia, let's check this out. Says, I love you dearly, and I've known you for 3 to 4 years. I keep running into you all the time and things like this. Tell people how you got started. I mean, you're winning awards. You've got a name. In fact, I Googled you. You popped up, and all this stuff is behind you. So tell people what got you into this business and how you projected yourself till today.
Oh, I did the thing my parents wanted me to do, which was go to school and get, an education. And then I worked in tourism with my business management degree in an overglorified call center for close to 3 years, smashing my head into a wall and hating my existence. It wasn't so much that I hated the industry. It was more so the fact that I was specialized in Asia and Europe sales. And I had phone calls coming in from trained travel professionals around North America asking me, is Hong Kong included on the Japan Rail Pass? And other such stupidities on an ongoing daily rotational basis where I just like the paycheck wasn't there, my rent was barely being paid. And my friend called me up and she was like, I've got an opportunity for you. Because at that point in time, I'd been doing burlesque and like circus gigs and other stuff like that as a hula hooper around town in Vancouver, Canada. And she was like, I don't know if you're going to like it, but you're going to like the money. And I was like, sold. And I got shipped up to Kitimat, which is just south of Ketchikan in Alaska, where I spent 2 weeks chopping my own firewood and building my own fire to keep warm inside the bar. It was the most money I'd ever made, and out of the four of us on lineup, I was the least earning one, and I still managed to pay off my student loans, pay off my entire existence, and I was like, I'm never turning back.
Yes.
That was kind of like the starting point of my experience with this, and I can tell you nothing has ever been the equivalent of chopping your own firewood in a bar. But I feel like my experiences to this day have just given me so many opportunities to see the world, to travel, to do the things that I wanted to do while I was in the travel industry and being like, I want to go do this so bad. Like, this industry has been such an incredible opportunity to bring life into not just like people's everyday existence because I get to perform and I get to make them smile and I get to like cheer them up and take them out of their like everyday existence, but also because I get to do the things I want to do. So for me, I think it's a win-win.
The things you want.
Yes. Yes.
The things you want to do, the things you want to do when you get ready, keeping the money coming in because the economy is kind of crazy right now. And everybody, again, always wants to put, quote unquote, the adult industry in the bad batch of things. When we're telling people, hey, they're not having, well, you said a fish orgy, but not the massive Roman orgies they're talking about and stuff like that. Things are regulated, you have competitions. And I do believe that you said that you've been on some magazines and some magazine covers, correct?
Yeah. Oh God, I've been published for like more than a handful of years now, but the latest one that I'm super proud of is I got on the cover of Playboy last year in October. So I do still have copies of those for sale in case anyone wants to buy one. They're $100. Shipping is not included. I'm
Uh,
sorry. But I do autograph them, and if you want, I can make it a scratch and sniff and rub it up before I ship it out to you.
Oh yeah, and my address is not real here, but I'm gonna text you. I want that. Okay, got to put that on the wall and let people know I know a model who's on Playboy. I mean, serious. You've been photographed. You got this stuff going on, and like you said before we even started this conversation, I keep running into you. It's like wherever I go, I travel out of state. You're there. Do you ever take a break?
I mean, we're taking a break right now. Does that count?
No, I'm talking like a week's paid vacation somewhere.
Oh my God, are you paying? Daddy, stop,
I will pay you
please.
in pesos. Yes, I'm paying.
Where are we going? Wait. Let's do something fun.
Well, yeah, whatever 100 pesos can buy, we gonna do.
You
Wow,
don't have
that's
a
a
budget
very,
for me, but you can go. You can go right ahead, Mia.
I don't know. You got to at least start with some fun in Key West before you offer me anything else.
You asked and I gave it to you. Why lie? Women hate it when we do. So I just told you straight up. And you can believe me because I'm Catholic. So, we got that part established. Still,
I
I'll
mean, I swear it's holy water, but that doesn't change the situation.
and the Pope just died too. That's not nice. But anyway,
It's okay. I'll bless you, my child.
you know what? Lightning gonna strike me in this studio, man. I'm gonna change gears a little bit. Look here, you got some things coming up, and I know you're gonna probably be at the Exotica in New Jersey, and I'm not sure about Miami. I'm letting your
I'm
fans know
doing Miami. I'm not doing Jersey. I'm sorry. I am not skipping Fantasy Fest this year.
what's Fantasy Fest.
2 weeks of naked debauchery in Key West, followed by a very brief break, followed by a full week of Race World offshore finales. So,
Hmm.
Race World is like speedboat racing, and
Okay.
the finals are held in Key West the first week of November. So, the last 2 weeks of October, I'm home, and then the first week of November, I'm home because I'm not missing that. Like, my club takes very, very good care of us. We have a boat parade. Like we have a boat in
Hmm.
the boat parade. We have a float in the Fantasy Fest parade. We park right out front of the club, and I literally just like get to chill out and party and be a part of all of the vibes. And that is definitely like Rubber Doll is one of the main people that hosts, I think, the biggest swinger event for the
Okay.
last weekend during Fantasy Fest.
Yeah.
So I want to go party and do that. I want to like be at
Hmm.
home and go through all the streets and do all the raves and like as people who live on the island, that is like one of the bonus features of being down there is being
Okay.
down there for those events. Like this week, we're missing the Songwriters Festival. And one of my favorite concerts that I went to this year was Cole Swindell. And he had an entire speech at the amphitheater about how he started out his music career coming down to Key West and coming into the Smoking Tuna and performing, and how if it wasn't for like the exposure out of being in
Hmm.
our city, and he wouldn't have like had the opportunity to even make it back to do this concert. So
There you go.
I feel like we live somewhere very unique that gives very, very interesting opportunities. And I
Yeah.
like to take advantage of them.
Yeah. So in other words, there won't be any type of a week vacation. You're going to be here, there, everywhere, and with the boats and getting the tan and rubber dolls. That's what
Oh, like
that's what you said. I'm like, I'm trying to let everybody know, hey, she's gonna be in these places and you guys get to meet her. But if you don't catch her, you blink your eye and she's gone, plain and simple. So with the award that you won, I saw you with your picture, you got your crown on, you got little stat your body, you look very good. Okay. So once
thank
you win,
you.
can you win again?
What? Once you win, can you win again?
Yes.
Yeah. Because some places say once you win, there's got to be another first place winner. Where I think if you can win one contest and then do it again and win the second time, I think it's kind of cool. But we have.
Well, you know what? I feel like, yeah, she has the EDIs that are coming up, and I feel like you're going to do the same show. The difference is our score sheets are quite different. So even if you have a winning show in one contest, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a winning show in another contest. So that's kind of like what girls have to be able to up level their show so that they can hit all of the categories.
Sure. Okay.
Judging is also very subjective,
Very subjective.
and just because one show can go over really well with a certain crowd doesn't mean that it's bound to be repeated.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes you'll have a winning show and it can be universal.
Yeah.
But sometimes not. So you never know what you're gonna get.
All right.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with these judges.
You never know. If you ever need a guest judge, let me know. The owner of National Sex Day, the biggest adult holiday on the planet, would love to be a part of this. Okay.
Awesome. I will take you.
I mean, we do. We want to make
You
sure.
might just not have a choice in it.
What was that?
You might just not have a choice in being taken.
I'm going to be taken. I'm going to be whooped. I'm going to be chained. And I mean,
Yeah,
anything.
he knows us.
Everything sounds good except for the fish dildo thing. I got to draw the line there somewhere. That's scary. That's scary.
I didn't even promise to bend you over.
What is wrong? I thought we was friends. What you want to do that to me for?
Make the house go silent.
I know, right? That didn't take long. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I see, people. I knew this was a bad idea having them two together on this program, but you know what? She talked me into it, so I've got to deal with it.
Oh my God, such a difficult task.
I'm loving you all the way. When I see you guys in person, it's going to be better. In fact, my suggestion might be for next year, if you did this on Sex Day, on actual June 9th itself, you get a lot of traffic. We get a lot of people following us now that we are all about Holiday 69.
I love the sound of that holiday.
All right.
I didn't even know it was one. I thought it was.
I found out through him.
Well, it's taken us a bunch of years to kind of get started. What happened was when I put it out there, no one took the bait or they thought it was something crazy. Whereas now that I got a team of people who are in the industry, they said, we would like to work with you and put you in there. You're not an adult entertainer, but it's an adult business. Now that we're getting more grassroots and more people involved and going to the Exoticas and the other places, they understood what we're talking about. All about safe sex, all about STD prevention, all about the people who work in the industry like yourselves and your stories, because they see what they see, but they don't know who you are, what you do, and what you've done to get this far. And that's why we do our podcast.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See that? Man, flex. I'm going to be the lead judge. I cannot wait.
I don't know. I feel like judging is always meant to be as equal and even as possible. And part of the reason I like competing with you specific is because of the fact that you are adding a different element into it. It's not just the fact that we're all coming from different angles of the industry. It's also the fact that we get judged on everything, because this industry would not be where it's at right now without the social media presence, without the access to having access to everyone globally and just even domestically sometimes. So having the social media presence be a part of the scoring and judging is actually, in my opinion, a really big thing. And it's something she's harped on me for,
Yes.
for a very long time. So it's taken a really long time to figure out a time and just time division, honestly, to do social media, because it is such a task. I'm a very in-person orientated human being, honestly, at this point. I house dance, I run a topless maid service, so all of my interactions are human touch based. You can touch someone, you can feel them, you can shake them. But that's what makes it slightly different, is you're watching it through a screen versus I could be shaking her tits on a stage, and you could have the possibility of having your face in all four titties together. So I think we just bring a slightly different dynamic to the fantasy world, you know?
Yes, you do. And when she mentioned not just national, but the international, this is something that we know that we'll probably go global because you know what our platform is about sex day and stuff. We include everything LGBTQ. You know, we include you know, people who are monogamous. You know, people who are poly. We put it all there. We talk about it on the adult level. But internationally, it seems like the UK is kind of picking up on what we're doing, and we're kind of blossoming from there. But when she said international, how far does this go outside of the United States? That people need to know where it is.
I mean,
The Clash of the Titans or feature booking in itself, like performing
Clash.
shows?
Clash.
Clash.
Yes.
Right now, Clash is US based, but I am negotiating a contract for Canada.
Okay.
So, and I also might take it to Australia. I've toured Australia for a decade. I usually go there once per year,
Nice.
and they have a lot of phenomenal showgirls out that way, like amazing stage performers and adult film stars. So we're just planting the seeds right now. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Hopefully, I'll have something for 2026.
Yes.
But Canada is about to be confirmed. So that's going to be later on this year.
I like that. I've done some business with a guy who started a magazine called Fans View, Canada based. You know, came here, heard about my radio show, got a vanilla radio show I've done for 10 years, and got his interest being the host. So, again, you know, we want to break those barriers down to where it is going to be international, kind of like yourself. And I'm telling you right now, in front of everybody in the world, that National Sex Day would love to partner with you guys sometime down the road and just build this together because I think the Clash is a great thing. And you got my good friend that's doing it. She wouldn't do it unless it's worth her time. This much I know.
Yeah, and you know what? She last year when she competed, she was in the bottom. So she was in the bottom. She didn't even make the final.
exact same show too. So
Yeah,
that could literally just go to show. Just
Like how you can evolve yourself when you
Mhm.
put the time and the practice into your show. And because I mean, she's got like dragon poi that she's doing. She's got a hula hoop that's on fire that she's doing, and
Nice.
then just pulling it all together, like you said, Harry Potter, like Griffin Horror. She calls her show Griffin Horror. So she comes on with like a levitation wand and does some magic. So she took that show, which was at the bottom, and then went straight to the top the next time she competed. So that's
sometimes building shows literally, and I said that in my thank you as well. It takes evolving them to get them to a point where they work. And sometimes you can rework a show and change it up and make it a completely new dynamic too. But
Right.
specifically with this one, like I don't think I could have won had it not been for the fact that I got to practice that show back to back. Like my entire April was booked, and I chose that show for Exotica. I chose that show for all of my bookings, and I tried to grill it and drill it into place to make sure that it was perfect before I came here and competed it on stage. So everything had been tried, it had been moved around. I literally tried moving some of the dynamics over the last month to like see if anything change wise would make a difference with crowd interaction, with video footage and feedback,
and just being smooth and
yeah,
seamless
yeah.
and not like picking up a prop and stopping your show or taking off your shoes because like stuff like that's very distracting and you have to do that with a certain type of elegance when you're even just taking off your clothes.
Yes. It's
No,
all
there's an art to it.
it's all about the show and the change up, you know, change can and most of the time will be good. You know, the repetition is there, or people say, you know what, I like it, but I don't love it. You know, it's not bad, it's not good.
Yes.
Hell, Henry Ford, man, Model A, Model B, till he got to Model T, and there it is. You know, you got to just kind of add this and take it out like a recipe. So you realize that you perfected it. Now it's going to go bigger and better. And I
I
know
love that
you're
you
going to win this next competition. If you don't, we're going to talk about that show.
I love that you compared it to a recipe because I love to cook.
Well, when and if you come back to Texas, you know, yours truly got a chef license in 2021, so have to whip you up some Southern cuisine. I know you miss it.
Well, I don't think you've ever cooked for me, so you're making big promises there.
I don't issue idle promises. I told you for you I will. We'll have cow brains, fish heads, and chicken gizzards.
Won't be my first time.
Oh, you're weird. For, you know, for some reason that doesn't surprise me. Again, I keep forgetting who I'm talking to.
I don't know. I'm an omnivore, so generally speaking, it's more of like a put it in my mouth kind of situation. But I don't know. You're gonna have to work your way up to that.
I have to work my way up to you. Really?
Oh yeah,
We're
absolutely.
gonna do it like that now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know what? You kind of got me where you want me. So yeah, I wouldn't mind working my way up to you. Besides, you know, working with you is already pretty damn cool. So And just that's just another step in the way of progress, and we got this. Before we get out of this thing, because it's telling me I have to cut off here soon, I want to get all your social medias. I want everybody to find you guys online and find a schedule or what you got going on. So, ladies, tell me where my audience can find you.
All of my links are Janine Jericho. So my website's janinejericho.com, Janine. And Instagram, Facebook, I have Janine Jericho Feature Entertainer, and also Green Jericho is the dancer profile.
Okay.
And then Clash of the Titans -allstars.com.
Like that. And Nia?
All my stuff's at nianebula.com. Instagram is I am Nia Nebula because Nia Nebula cannot exist anymore, apparently. Meta doesn't like that. And I do also have a Facebook fan page. It's Nia Nebula International Showgirl.
Man, see, y'all keep it simple. Easy to find, easy to navigate. So
yeah, right?
Yes, we need it to be.
But yeah, literally everything's on nianebula.com. I've got my promo reels on there. I've got my full schedule. I've got if you can come up with it, it's on there.
there you go. I guess on the Google search, it just popped up. It just came up like it was no other pictures and everything else. So I'm like, okay, people, it's just easy to find. People know where you are. They know that you're going to be here. You're going to be there. You got a schedule to keep, and you don't have to just search. And no one else has had to duplicate picture or trying to say that they were you so far. We know that happens when people get the fame coming. We know that.
I've had that happen already.
That happens a shit.
Yeah,
that happens a ton. It's just I'm pretty vigilant about getting those accounts shut down just because I do troll a lot of social media platforms with other accounts to see if I can find anything that has blocked my main one but hasn't gotten to anything else. So
well, you never know. You never know. And you got a bunch of people out there who are haters. You know, it could be okay, a hacker maybe, but it's also someone says, I'm going to try to disrupt her life because she won that contest or she got a better spot than me. And they will throw things and it comes back on them too. But I know the real deal. And people,
you know what? I don't feel like that's the case just because the group of women that we have here that we're competing is a pretty solid group of very professional, very talented, very passionate women that are here for the art. And
if I feel like it's like an elevated sisterhood.
Yeah. So I can appreciate where you're coming from with that, but I'd like to think that I'm friends with pretty much everyone that was here this weekend. So
there you go.
I can't say that I've had an issue with that. It's mostly just people that think that copying is something good, I guess. And I'm like, cool. I mean, gets the name out there.
It does, good and bad. Tell people good and bad. It works rather well. Talking to a guy with the film and journalism degree. Yep, the good and the bad. Believe me, use it. It's just going to get dollars in your pockets, traffic to your website, curiosity going. So they might be doing you a favor.
That's exactly what happened to me. I keep saying, keep talking shit. You're making me famous. There was an entertainer that was going on online and just totally bashing me. And I was like, oh, my followers went up by 200. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, keep talking, bitch. You don't know what.
I'm like, I don't even have to make an effort. All your people are coming over to my page and seeing how awesome it is, and they're staying. I'm like, I like this. Thank you
Curiosity
for promoting me. Yes, yes.
Believe me, it happens all the time. And on that note, if anybody else from your organization wants an interview, we'd be happy to talk to them too. We open this up to everybody in the industry because everybody has a story to tell. Everybody will have their journey to tell and tips and stuff how to be successful. I've noticed a lot of people are saying, if you do this and don't do that, or I can help you with what we've got going on. Everybody wins. Everybody wins.
I love it when everybody wins.
Right?
Yeah.
We're going to win. And we're about a month and a half away from the annual, again, 69 is coming up. We're going to celebrate it Saturday. Actually, Sexdays on a Monday. So we got 2 celebrations for 2025. But if you guys couldn't be a part of it, we'd appreciate it.
Awesome. Yes.
Well, sounds like fun.
Yes.
That's what I got so far, ladies and gentlemen. You see these 2 ladies here. I'm going to get their information, put it into the credits like I always do. I want you guys to go to their sites and check out what they got. That's how we grow. Go out there, see what they got. You may learn something, you may see something, and I guarantee you the people I put in front of you are the pros that people want to work with and be around. So National Sex Day gives them thumbs up, and we do promote what they do, and we're going to promote the ones that will come on the show later on. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves. Go to our website, sexdays.org. You can see us right here on Twitter at sexdays.org. We're also on FetLife, National Sex Day, Blue Sky, nationalsexday.bsky.social. And that's going to do it for this time. We'll check you guys out again. Thank you, ladies. Be careful where you are. Looking forward to seeing you guys in person.
Yay. Yay. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you just yay on my show?
Huh?
You just say yay on my show?
Yay. 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 Yay.
It's like perfect, not me.